What's up, everybody? It's so funny how triggered people can get. And, it's the middle of Sunday, and people are like, yo, your rankings suck. And I'm like, bro, this is the rankings before kickoff? You can't just randomly think that. Look at the upload date, first of all. Jesus, people jumping down my throats. How are the Vikings 11th when they just beat the Bills? All right. So if that was you, you owe me a sub right now. And if you're here for the second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever time, and you're still not subbed, you guys owe me a sub. Click that subscribe button real quick right now. Boom, it's free. It's done. Thank you. So then you got to click that bell, turn on all notifications, and let's get into it. You guys could either like the video now or you can like it at the end. But you see right here, we got the Raiders. God, are they awful. Straight garbage. Got the Texans. They're not much better. The Denver Broncos, trash. The Indianapolis Colts, new head coach. Matt Ryan comes back. They get a win. The win is over the Raiders. Whoop-de-doo. We'll see if the Colts can do anything with their season. Not so far out of reach. I think they're only 2 games back from the Titans. But it's definitely going to be a race. The Jags, really not that good. I mean, earlier in the season, they were putting up a whole bunch of points. So were the Lions. And the Bears. The Bears, we had them as the worst team in the league coming into the season. And out of nowhere, after they started winning a couple games, and Justin Fields has been balling, they are, by record in the current NFL standings, the 30th out of 32 teams. So, if the Bears continue to lose, I think the Raiders have 2 wins, the Texans have 1 win, and the Bears have 3 wins. It's going to be very, very, very difficult, but there is still hope that the Bears wind up with the first overall pick. So the Bears did lose to the Lions by 1 point, which had to have been an upset, right? And I'm just going to take this time, because I am a Giants fan, to say, even though I have the Giants all the way up there and the Lions all the way down here, this weekend's game scares me, because the Lions can obviously put up 30 points in a game. Giants' defense is a little weak, and our offense, with Kenny, I couldn't save my mother's life by catching a ball Galladay on our team, our offense doesn't really put that many points up. So Lions could sneak in via matchup-wise and get us, but hopefully the Giants will win against the Lions on Sunday. Moving on, the Washington Commanders. This is kind of low. I know they did just beat the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles, handed them their first loss. Everybody finally has a loss in the NFL. Gotta see what the Commanders are, because they've been very wishy-washy. I know I said last week in my videos that Heineke makes them a new team, and I believed that they could beat the Eagles. I'm so happy that they did. We got the Saints. Saints pretty much look terrible. I might have to move the Saints to the bottom 7. And the Commanders might deserve to go up. Now, I also have real reason to believe that the Steelers might beat the Bengals this week, because if you look at week 1, the Steelers did beat the Bengals in Cincinnati, and now this game will be in Pittsburgh. The Los Angeles Rams, who have been pretty garbage all year, they just lost Cooper Kupp for the season, which is, one of the biggest losses you could possibly endure. The Panthers beat down the Falcons on Thursday. Cardinals, in the battle of the backups, beat the Rams Sunday afternoon. And, I'd like to say that the bottom 7, they're hopeless, right? The top 25, they are like dark horses. But with the news of Cooper Kupp being out, I think we should move the Rams all the way down. I think beating the Eagles is good enough to move them past the Saints. I just really like the Saints' defense and their overall team. They got Kamara. Michael Thomas is obviously not coming back, but they got Landry, they got Olave, and they got that other guy who's filling in for Michael Thomas. Been pretty good. I know I'm spending a lot on the bottom, but we're entering the second half of the season, guys, and this is crucial, especially if you guys are fans of these teams. Chase Young is supposed to be returning. That could be huge for Washington as they're trying to make a playoff appearance. So hopping up, like I said, we got Cincinnati. I don't know if Ja'Marr Chase is a definite to return or not. The Chargers lost to the Niners, but they were in that game for most of the time. And I don't know if they're ever getting Keenan Allen back. I don't know. He's like a game time decision every single week or something like that, and never plays. Then we got the Browns. The Browns are looking okay. I mean, middle of the pack with Jacoby Brissett. When Deshaun Watson finally returns to the NFL, if he's anything like he used to be, Cleveland Browns fans, you guys might have a shot this season, which would make the Deshaun Watson trade all the worth it, right? So, next we have the Jets. They've already lost once to the Patriots this season. They play the Patriots this Sunday, and they haven't beat the Patriots in 6 years. So, I don't know. We got Green Bay, who upset the Dallas Cowboys. And we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who went to Germany and beat the Seahawks. But based on performance, obviously, from the whole season, we got them here. They are back in relevancy. Now, my hand is kind of forced here. Tennessee Titans. I think they're the number 1 seed in the AFC again. Or they have a chance to be. If they win on Thursday, something like that. It'll be very temporary, because then you got to pend into Sunday to see if, the Dolphins, Bills, and Chiefs win their games or whatever. But the Titans, I say this every week, they are the worst good team in history, because if you take a look down here, the Denver Broncos is who they just beat. They were down by 4 at halftime. They won the game by 7. The Titans have beaten absolutely nobody. They lost to the Bills and they lost to the Giants. They are 6-2 or 7-2. Yeah, I think they are the number 1 seed. Because this is week 11 now. We're going into week 11. And it's absolutely crazy. But the Titans are trash. If they make the playoffs, by winning their division. It's hard for me to see them winning a game. I mean, obviously they'll be playing whoever the 5th seed team is, and that is most likely going to be somebody from the AFC East, which could be the Bills or the Dolphins or something like that. So no, the Titans would not win that game. I don't think the Colts would win that game either. So the AFC South, you guys are just garbage. And with that being said, with that being what I truly believe, I should take the Titans out of the top 11, but I gotta keep them there just for right now because I truly think that they are going to beat Green Bay on Thursday with Derrick Henry. Green Bay has the second best passing defense in the NFL. That's why I knew they were going to beat the Cowboys. But the Titans are a running team, and I think, I mean, when it comes to playoff hopes and like teams obviously close in the power ranking, teams close in talent level, I think this Thursday night game is going to be a great game between the Titans and Green Bay and seeing who actually comes out with the victory. The Baltimore Ravens, they just keep everything rolling. Mark Andrews has to get back to 100% health if he's not there already. And the Ravens are always a contender because of the Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews hookup. And, now they got Kenyon Drake, J.K. Dobbins, Rashad Bateman, and Devin Duvernay. And they're just trying to put stuff together. They really need their defense to step up and be the secondary that they're supposed to be when going against good teams, especially good passing teams. And next we got the Dallas Cowboys. Still got to put some shine on them. They are 6-3. And obviously everybody still thinks the Cowboys are an amazing team. They're going to make the playoffs. They, however, play the Vikings. Is it Sunday afternoon? For some reason, the Sunday night game got flexed. It was the Bengals Steelers, and they put a game there that's not the Vikings Cowboys. I don't remember what game they put there right now, but I believe it was an AFC game. Chiefs and Browns? Is that who the Chiefs play this week? Maybe. I don't remember. But either way, next is the Seahawks. They did suffer the loss in Tampa or in Germany. And I don't know. Gotta keep them up there just because, like I said, how well they've played this season. They did beat the Giants, but I have them falling under the Giants. Obviously, the Giants lost that game because of multiple special teams turnovers. And the Giants just have the hotter hand right now. Obviously, the better record. But keeping the Giants out of the top 6, because when you look at the top 6, here's what I'll tell you. The Philadelphia Eagles just got their first loss. They are still in first place of the New York Giants division. The Kansas City Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, right? We all know the aura around that team, the folklore, I can't find the right word, but you guys know. Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, Super Bowl champs, Super Bowl loss to Tom Brady, AFC champion. They are super relevant the last few years, and obviously still a huge threat as they are the third best team by record in the NFL right now. The Giants are the 4th. The Vikings and the Eagles are the 2nd and 1st. The Buffalo Bills, Everybody's saying that Josh Allen is still the favorite for MVP. The Buffalo Bills all season long have been everybody's Super Bowl pick. Suffering another insane loss after I believe they had a 17-point lead on Minnesota. The Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa is undefeated this season. He is the only undefeated quarterback left in the NFL. Because, yes, even Cooper Rush lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. Technically, Colt McCoy is 1-0. All right? I know I don't want to hear anybody getting on me for that, okay? The Minnesota Vikings tied for the best record in the NFL at 8-1. Their only loss on the season is to the Philadelphia Eagles. They just had the comeback of a lifetime and beat the Bills. However, the team I originally had as number one in the NFC before the season started, the San Francisco 49ers. Debo's back. Christian McCaffrey added. Elijah Mitchell back. Jimmy Garoppolo back. Defense back. They had, I think it was 6 or 9 guys they had returned from injury. Now the Chargers are no pushover team. 49ers pulled out the win on Sunday night. A lot of guys need to get to 100%. Some guys like Christian McCaffrey need to get 100% on the playbook. And these guys are all just gelling. And this is the halfway point of the season. And I think when you look at the San Francisco 49ers, or any team in this top 6, and I want to say top 5 because I really don't think the Eagles are that good. When you look at these top 5 teams, I think that is your threat in the NFL this season. And the 2 teams in the top 11 tier, the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, have been rumored to be the 2 teams left in the hunt for Odell Beckham Jr. Although those top 5 teams could all be targets for him, I have not heard anything about the Dolphins at all. I just heard something today about the Chargers, and I guess the Vikings also made a big offer for him. I don't have any details on what the offer is. I should have looked into that before I made the video, but I am going to look into that right after. However, the original 5 teams that were seeking him out were San Francisco, Buffalo, Kansas City, New York, and Dallas. So that's the power rankings for this week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, please give the video a like. Drop a comment. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Let me know who your favorite team is. And hopefully you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on all notifications. And please give it a share to your social medias. I love everybody that loves me. Till next time, Forever 3 Reality. Peace out, guys.